Okay, good morning, Dotson folks. I will do a quick turn of the camera so you can take a look at me. Got my Dotson shirt on. Hello, 8th graders. I hope you guys are doing well during this crazy time. I am trying to put together more videos for us, and whoops, I don't know if you could see me. That might be too zoomed in. Zoom out. Okay. Hi, 8th graders. This is my basement. I sew face masks over there for my nurses and healthcare friends and family, but I also use this as a room to do some of our math work. I've got my Dotson sweatshirt on, or fleece thing, since it's still cold out. My shoulder is getting slowly better. I can just almost raise it. But I hope you guys are doing well during this terrible, terrible time. It's really crazy. We all know this. It's historic. There's so much math in it. I hope you guys are looking at graphs on the news. Very interesting, the curve. It's a very algebraic curve. Wish I was teaching you algebra because I'd be doing all this with you, as crazy as it sounds. I hope you got something out of the last unit. I'm starting Unit 5 today. It's not easy, but I'll take my, I'll go slow, I'll take my time, do it step by step. It's my hands down here doing the lesson. If you follow along, I guarantee you will learn from this. You definitely need this for 9th grade algebra. So whether you get it all right now, or you go back and visit it in the next couple of months, this will definitely help you when you hit high school. And yes, we too will be back in school soon, and you will need this kind of math. So, without any delay, let's kind of jump into Unit 5. It's all about graphing systems of equations, solving systems of equations, and doing graphs. If you have not done Unit 4, you really can't do Unit 5. Unit 4 is the previous lesson. They're all there on my teacher page. Have a look again. You need to be very confident in graphing a linear equation and those terms that I stressed through my last videos. So if you see those videos, go back and take a look at them. You'll be, the same terms are going to come up in this unit. Again, this is, we're continuing graphing lines, but now we're going to have more than one line happening on a graph, and it's called a system of equations, and where the two lines will intersect will be your solution. Once we get a handle on that, we will solve them algebraically. You will see them in word problems, and it just will get you much more confident in algebraic linear equations, or another fancy word called linear functions. In another unit after this, we would go into quadratic functions, and you would totally be able to understand the doctors on the news talking about the curve, that we need to level out the curve and bring it back down. That's it starts with quadratic, and then it goes into, I think, logarithm, which is like upper high school math. But it is all math, everything, all the data, the research that these scientists and the doctors are studying based on this horrible COVID-19, the math behind it is fascinating, horrific, but fascinating. And but you first need to understand a linear equation. Having said that, if you were successful in Unit 4, a linear function is a straight line. A graph of a straight line, whether it's going uphill or it's going downhill, okay? It has a constant rate of change. Its slope is the same. In other words, to get to one dot to the next on the line, it had a pattern, okay? And that slope was the rise over the run, whether it was going up, or going straight down. Now, in relating this to the COVID-19 pandemic, it's not linear. It's not a linear function. It's not a straight line. The numbers didn't increase at exactly the same amount like every day. So that's why it's not a linear function, okay? It has a different rate of change, but what was constant about it was the rate of change. And that's why the doctors were saying we need to go into the mitigation mode of staying home and not being out, was because the rate of change, the rate of increase, they wanted to level it off so that that didn't continue to increase. Okay, a linear function has a constant rate of change. Of course, this disease didn't have a constant rate of change. It did vary every day, but it was increasing. So that there's some similarity there. Okay, so linear, constant rate of change, definitely a straight line. It's not zigzaggy, it's not wiggly. Okay, it's linear. It's definitely straight, either increasing up or decreasing down. Okay, so quick review of that was all from Unit 4. Now we're going into Unit 5. Again, I will do the problems, with my hand. I will talk you through every problem. If you can, obviously the best option is printing these papers and working, watching my videos, whether you're watching it on your iPad, your phone, computer, whatever it is. Watch the videos. And then and do the work as we go along. I pause. I want you to try some by yourself, but then I do show you the answer. It does you no good to just copy my answers. Get that brain working. Think through what I'm saying. You need this for the future of math. And yes, you will be back in school. And yes, you will need to be successful here to go on. Okay? So I'm going to stop here and then I'll start back up at the first page of Unit 5, Lesson 1. Thanks. And yes, this is my basement, and you may hear my doggies. So every once in a while, somebody will come down the stairs, and I have some paper towels I'm hoarding over there. But yes, I wish I had some toilet paper. I'm kind of low on toilet paper. Okay.